Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I salute everyone here, especially the author whose life and work we are celebrating here. Special greetings to, somebody I have to call honorable because the constitution says he's honorable. Honorable Bileji Tunkara, majority leader in the house, not in my presence, but in the house is a majority leader. So I'm very happy to be here. Actually, like BK said, he sent me a text last night, and I had back-to-back appointments already, but I knew I had to be here if BK calls me because there's a history to that. There is no major Sunni Kara event that I'm not invited to, and that's one aspect. But the other aspect, I'm very proud of the Sunni Kara youth and what they're doing in this country, the transformational steps they're taking. And I've personally worked with a lot of them. And this event actually reminds me of my good friend, Sisi Sawane. May Allah forgive her and grant her Jannatul Firdaus. And it was with her that we did the previous launching with Honorable Khalifa Sala, which was one of the greatest events I ever attended myself. So I've worked with Haji Sumbundu, them, the GRTS school, and we were able to together launch the first ever national Saragule TV magazine, which I am proud to see still growing and evolving. Yeah. So it's a lot happening in the Saragule community, both in terms of Islamic studies, and more recently, for want of a better word, secular studies, Tubabu Karama. And they're doing it both with the Islamic studies. And I think that's something that's worth commending and encouraging, because the ultimate prayer is Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasana. So there is not supposed to be any dichotomy. You can be successful here whilst embracing your deen and moving with it. We know you for the Quran, now you're doing book launches, alhamdulillah. So you're following our footsteps with the Bali Bunkas. Well, I remember the first ever Quranic lecture I did was courtesy of SIDO, Saragule Youth Development Organization. BK invited me, I had not even seen him. And I made a post on Facebook, I said, I'm going to teach the Saragules about the Quran today. And a Badibunka in America, he said, my brother, the mistake for him, how long you told them to Quran the Al-Quran? I said, oh, I don't know what kind of Badibunka you are, but anyway, we did the lecture, and it was a trailblazer for me, and it opened the way for me into Dawa, actually, even though I don't see myself as a Dai, but we doubled into it. But today it's a book launch, and it's the Gambian pen here, Gambia's pen, to come to attend the christening of a Saragule book. Aisha, I must say I'm really proud of her. I've spoken to several Gambian youth platforms, especially for writers, and I always encourage them to practice the art better, especially the rules of language, grammar. That's absolutely important. You cannot be a writer and an author if you don't understand basic grammar. And sometimes I see books with grammatical errors in the title of the book. Come on, that's completely unacceptable. We can't lower the bar in this. I told you Writers Association here, you want to inherit the mantle of Nana Green Johnson and Gabriel Roberts and Ibu Diba. I mean, come on, boy, it can't be. We can't lower down the standards. And what I respect Aisha for is you can question her on language. I sat down, listened to her here, all her speech. I can't pick a single error. And the fact that this is not just a Saragule, but a female Saragule doing Alhamdulillah, but even call Alhamdulillah. And the team. Books are cities, a civilization on earth that was not founded on stories, and Israel without the Old Testament. What is the Islamic civilization without the greatest of the books, Al-Quran al-Karim? So books are important in society. Stories are important. There are stories in the Quran where Allah tells us in their stories, there are signs for those who are seeking. نحن نقص عليك أحسن القصص بما أوحينا إليك هذا القرآن وإن كنت من قبله لمن الغافلين. Bima karangita Allah. But this is important. Last time I checked with my good friend Fode Samate, who I think is one of the greatest literary experts in this country. He happens to live in Kiang, America. Unfortunately, is from Kiang, so it's like Sarahule, you know. But he is good, just like Aisha is good from Sarahule. So Sarahules can produce stars, Kiankas can also produce, then everybody can produce stars. Because the Bunkas we've been there. Musa Barodi, number 10 is from you, by the way. You can ask. Yeah, I'm serious. But Aisha, what she's doing, and I asked my friend about Gambian literature, and he's complaining about some of the themes we are pursuing. But look at the themes she's pursuing here. Father-daughter relationships. Most of us, we are absent in the lives of our sons, talk less of daughters, and it creates psychological problems. Most of the problems we are facing in society are coming up from our families. So if you have a young girl brilliantly pursuing things in her novels, or I can say, Gambian society, yeah, even if you have a good product, to have 12 people to appreciate it, it's difficult. So Honorable, despite all this and everything, I want to thank you and appreciate you for taking time off your busy schedule to come and honor her work. You know, that's the most important aspect even for people of art. Sometimes it's not even about the money, but appreciation. But here you have a good piece of work to get somebody to appreciate it. Well, my God. You know, when I did one of my books, Instant Success, which is respected by experts in the motivational field around the world, it was featured in the BBC. My wife told me, you know, my wife, you know, is very smart, you know, I call her my little brain. She said, this book is good for Gambian youths, but you will not just sit down and expect them to come and use it. You have to ram it down their throats. Ram it down their throats. So in the same way, you will have to find creative ways of pushing this agenda, maybe doing story night in Sarahule online, since it's an online book. Hopefully they have Wi-Fi in Gambisara now, Honorable Myron. Kantora, I'm going to Kantora next week, I'll install Wi-Fi there. So but we need to find a way of making this material accessible to our people. Aisha, it's tough, but I just want to encourage you to stay the course. Most of the greatest writers that have been recognized by the world, by the time they recognize, they are at the tail end of their career or even after retirement. But what's important is the impact you want. Allah knows best. I'm particularly pleased that you're making reference to my best friend, Al-Quran Al-Kareem, and the inspiration you got from it. But you know, PK, I'm a bit disappointed. You know, she said, the ayah is in Surah Isra. I'm waiting for the ayah. She's avoiding the ayah. So the woman came. Even what the woman said, Aisha did not tell us. Oh, you want me to buy the book so I can see the ayah? Maybe I should call DK because you asked him to read the translation. I'm really proud of you. I want to congratulate you. Nuwari Mofasiri. Thank you.